Inside the Show. And now your host, Justin Allegri.
The trade deadline looms large. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the AL West, the Padres combined to give up just 5 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 6-4. They now have 5 straight wins. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim launched 3 home runs as they bested the visiting Rockies 4-2. The Astros tossed a combined 1-hitter as they got the best of the Mariners 2-1. The Diamondbacks allowed only 5 hits in the game as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 2-0. Garrett Richards grabbed win number 9 this year as the Red Sox were victorious over the Blue Jays 8-6. Tyler Lyons grabbed his 2nd win of the year, helping lead the Yankees to a win over the Rays 4-3. The Miami Marlins halted their 6-game losing streak as they beat the O's in Baltimore 4-2. The St. Louis Cardinals had 12 hits as a team as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 7-0. The Chicago White Sox hit 3 long balls as they dethroned the Royals 7-1. The Minnesota Twins sent 3 balls into the seats as they defeated the visiting Tigers 7-5. The Atlanta Braves totaled 13 hits as a team as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 6-4. They are on a roll with 8 straight victories. The Phils broke up their 5-game losing skid as they bested the visiting Nats 1-0. The Cincinnati Reds allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 3-2. The Brewers knocked out 12 hits as a team as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 7-4. Trevor Bauer won the game, finishing a complete game 1-hitter as the Dodgers defeated the rival Giants 1-0. He is among the NL leaders in shutouts. That's the show for today. Tune in tomorrow for all the latest news and rumors as the trade deadline approaches.
Hoy la cosa se puso buena, el gozo corre por mi vena, vamos a olvidarnos de la pena, esta fiesta nadie la frena, sin parar, porque traímos bomba para fincar, y esto nadie nos lo puede quitar, no importa lo que pase vamos a gozar, traemos el sazón y somos la sal. Porque traímos bomba para fincar y esto nadie nos lo puede quitar. No importa lo que pase, vamos a gozar. Traemos el sazón y somos la sal. Yo, mucha sal, mucha sal. De los que hablan con la L que hacen todo hasta el final. Un creyente boricua con bomba para fincar. En medio de la tormenta gozando voy a brincar. Yo, llámate a Elena, a Orlando y a Luca. Traigo palabras que nunca caduca. Al enemigo le tumbe la peluca.
It's a typically clear and beautiful day in San Diego as we get set for afternoon baseball from Petco Park. Today, the finale of this quick 2-game series between the Oakland A's and the San Diego Padres. The Padres have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Yu Darvish is on the mound for the Padres in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
So now into the box is Elvis Andrus, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The shortstop, Elvis Andrus.
First pitch on its way. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Back goes Grisham at the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he will get there as the A's have themselves a leadoff double.
Well, a lot of managers like their leadoff man to take a few pitches to start the game off, give the other guys in the lineup a chance to see what the pitcher has to offer. But if he got that instruction, he ignored it. He rips the first pitch of the game off the wall for an easy double.
Into the box now, Tony Kemp, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Andres stands at second with no outs. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. Darvish pauses. 1-2 on its way. Right down Main Street, caught him looking. Striding in for Oakland, Matt Chapman. And he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch as Darvish will jump ahead of him here with strike one. Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Behind 0-2 now. One out and a runner on second base. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s, and even 20 home runs and 47 RBIs. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
These are the moments right here. You got a good pitcher on the mound. You don't know if these opportunities are going to present themselves throughout the course of the game. You have to capitalize in this situation.
Count remains at 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
And he'll just waste one there, 1-2.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
From the stretch, the 1-2. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. One left for Oakland. And now the Padres get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Frankie Montas gets the starting nod for the A's in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's had a real solid season up to this point. ERA under 3.5, which is saying something in these high-scoring games we see now in the game of baseball. This guy knows how to pitch, and if he's on, he knows how to minimize the damage. He'll be fun to watch in this one.
Into the box, Tommy Pham. As we take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. Here's the first pitch. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, it was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
2 balls and a strike to count. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Jake Cronenworth will be next. 3-2 pitch. And this is heading out toward left field, but this is going to get fouled up into the crowd. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
And at the plate is Jake Cronenworth, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Comes into his first at bat at 283, 9 homers and 38 runs batted in. The 1-0. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that one yanked just foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And another foul ball. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Now the 3-2 pitch. One out, nobody on. And he popped him up. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
Again, another foul ball. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
Batting third, the shortstop.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play.
One of the best hitters in baseball, and he does it with some damage, too. Lots of extra base hits. He's in the top 5 in the league in slugging percentage as well.
First pitch on its way.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Here's Manny Machado now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He'll come in here at 259, 21 homers, and 67 runs batted in. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, there's no question that this one got away from him. He was cruising, had him down 0-2 with 2 outs, and he's going to be pretty unhappy with that. You never want to give an offense new life in an inning.
Eric Hosmer to the plate now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. His prior history in this matchup, he's 1 for 3. Cronenworth on second. Machado at first. 2 out in the inning. Oh, and that's knocked down on to first, and the Padre threat goes by the boards as that ends the inning. Padres leave a pair. Still no score. And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ballgame last night. And now a pitch on the way as Darvish will jump ahead of him here with strike 1. One and one. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. To 2-2 now. Here's the pitch. Count remains 2-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
And that brings up Chad Pinder as Darvish will jump ahead of him here with strike 1. He'll check in with an average still south of 230, 18 homers, and 51 runs batted in. Ready with the 0-1. Good cut fastball that time, and he's in control now, 0-2.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. No score here as we play inning number 2. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
So that'll bring up Stephen Piscotty as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Man, you don't see this in today's game that much. A guy who's willing to work east-west consistently with a great cutter two-seamer combo.
That misses 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. Line shot to second, but it's caught and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now to the plate, Will Myers. He brings a hit streak that currently sits at 6 games entering
The
play.
right fielder, Will Myers.
First offering on its way. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Drilled right back up the middle, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
That'll bring up Austin Nola as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. The average sitting right at 270 on the year. 10 home runs and 33 driven in. The 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Another 0-2 home. Hit back up the middle. One there. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Batting 8th, the center fielder, Grisham.
Into hit will be Trent Grisham. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s. Pitch on the way. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
The 0-2 delivery. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
3-2 now. Pitch is piling up, 44, and he's not clear of the second yet. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone. Nothing doing there for the Friars. We'll move to the third with no score. Stepping up is Sean Murphy as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
Sean Murphy.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Darvish pauses. Here it is on 0-1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
And a sliding effort there, but that ball had eyes, and the leadoff man's on base to start the inning.
Hey, nice AB right there. With the pitcher coming to the plate, your job is to get on in front of him. This should be interesting. Does he get the bunt sign? Do we play a little billy ball and pull it back and try and play chicklets with the third baseman? See what happens.
In now, Frankie Montas. And the pitcher is, in fact, bunting here as he puts this one down. There's one. Well, he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out.
Now batting.
So Elvis Andrus the next to bat. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run, get you a ribby.
And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Well, as a leadoff man, the team looks for you to get on base any way you can. This isn't the preferred route, at least for him, but hey, they'll take it.
Stepping in now, Tony Kemp. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. It's 1-1 to Tony Kemp.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
The count now at 2-1. Montas over at second. Andrus is over at first with one away.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. On to Hosmer, a double play, and that ends the inning. They make it look easy, don't they? Around the horn for the double play to end the inning. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this.
We're back now as the Padres prepare for their at-bats here in the third inning. And this lineup has been terrific for this club all year. And in large part, they do it with their legs. Entering the day, they are tops in the majors in stolen bases. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it translates to offensive production. But as one player told me, we apply pressure with our speed. It's not just steals. We have the ability to stretch hits into doubles and triples. So I think we're in scoring position more than most other clubs. That makes sense, and it's working for them. Guys?
The pitcher.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Darvish.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away.
Well, you know AL pitchers must love pitching in NL ballparks because all of a sudden they're only facing 8 legitimate hitters in the lineup instead of 9. Kind of makes you wonder why any free agent pitcher would ever decide to pitch in the AL, doesn't it?
So now to the plate, Tommy Pham. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. He went down swinging to start the home first. Swung on and missed.
I got the count 0-2.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
That's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Grounder down the line at third. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again, 3-2. Hit Weekly back to the mound. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now
next to stand in is Jake Cronenworth. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance. Now the pitch. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Hit out towards second. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Now batting, shortstop, Fernando.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And up steps the big bat of Fernando Tatis Jr. Over to the bag, and he'll dive back in. First pitch of the AB now.
Nope, at the ball. This is why pitching is so difficult. You're cruising along to give up a hit. Now you've got to lock in and get this middle part of the order done.
Now a throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely. The 1-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Now a move over to first. A runner on first with 2 away. Went to the slider to try and get him to chase, but it's full now, 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The next 3-2. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Well, he made quick work of the first 2 guys this half inning, getting 2 quick outs, but then he gives up a base hit and now the walk. We'll see if he has it in him to draw the line in the sand and get out of this.
2 men on, 2 out, and that'll bring in Manny Machado. And now the first pitch. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Ready with the 0-1. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Ready on 0-2. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. The 1-2 pitch. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. A big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. We're back at Petco Park in just a moment.
Just bounce to that. Everybody wanna come, I'm announcing it. I'm always gon' get it, I'm always gon' get it. Even if you sit back denouncing it. But I come hang out with it via crew.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
From the stretch. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. The pitch. And it's 1-2. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Padres' Road to the Show report. 2 players that this organization has to be happy about right now. And that'll bring up Matt Olson as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0 home.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Darvish delivers the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
Next, it'll be Ramon Laureano, struck out in his last trip to the plate. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. As he'll lift it up in the air, this is back behind second. Cronenworth backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Next up, Chad Pinder. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch.
Count 1-1.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. The 2-1. And there's a base hit on the line. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, you see that happen quite a bit at the big league level, D-Roll. Breaking ball up and away, hit for a bullet for a base hit.
Yeah, Dan, you try and look for it to pop out above the pitcher's hand. That usually signifies that it's going to be something breaking. That was actually a slider, so nice job by the offensive player, not only recognizing it, but not trying to do too much.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. A ball and no strikes. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Here's the 1-0.
That's a ball.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
2 balls and a strike. All even now, 2-2. Two and 2. Here it is.
Can't lose, Bull.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Payoff pitch on its way. Fly ball right down the line in left. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. A's strand a couple. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And set to go is the veteran first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
The first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Now here it comes.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Check the swing there, and Larry Bullard says he held up just enough. Ball 1.
Oh,
1-1 a fastball high. 2-1 now. High in the air out to center field. Laureano is right there, 1 down. Here's Will Myers, a base hit in his first trip. Now the pitch.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one. Mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
He comes up empty that time as he's underneath it, 0-2. A 1-2 count to Will Myers.
This guy uses that two-seamer to set up his other pitches. Two-seamer in, breaking ball away.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. No runs, 2 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Hit in the air out to right. Piscotty's there for it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. Now at the plate is Austin Nova. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
0-1's the count.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Yeah, this one was starting to look like it was going to be one of those 1, 2, 3 easy innings. But now all of a sudden, they have the go-ahead run standing out there at second base after the 2-out double. Big moment here.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart here, but I would imagine he's seething inside as he hasn't given up a run this afternoon. Mike Fiers gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 50, Mike Fiers.
Into the box, Trent Grisham swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And a fair ball as this will head out toward the 322 sign in right. He pulls into second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Now batting.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is a reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation for the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI two-bagger.
Standing in now, Yu Darvish. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one.
Well, his guys just gifted him with a 2-out RBI, and now he's got a chance to help himself, too.
Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
And the Padres pitcher behind with a 1-2 count.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
One and two. Here it is.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Ready with the 1-2. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
The 2-2. Fouled away. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Padres pick up a run on the RBI double. We're through 4. It's 1-0 San Diego. And back at Petco Park in San Diego as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with the big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
The catcher.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Murphy.
He's set. Here it comes.
Ball. Ball 1, no strike.
Darvish pauses. Here's the 1-0. A ball and a strike. One ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
A bouncer to the left side. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The pitcher, number 50.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Mike Fiers. First at-bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. Now here it comes. Fouled off. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Grisham is in his tracks now, and that's out number 2. So the bases are empty with 2 gone now, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Elvis Andrus. Here it comes now to Andrus. Slow roller down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, offense needs to check itself right here. They need to make this starter a little bit more uncomfortable.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. A's are gone in order. They trail this one 1-0. The San Diego batting order turns over and set to go. Tommy Pham grounded out in his last at-bat.
Tommy Pham.
Now the first pitch. Lays off 1-0. One and 1 to San Diego's leadoff batter. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. And this is lined hard to deep left. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. So he's into second here with the double to kick off the home 5th. As we put up our team leaderboard, you can see it there. He's now up to 25 on the year. Stepping in once again is Jake Cronenworth. Singled in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave it.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Now batting.
Back-to-back doubles now, and that's a great way to get an inning going. The leadoff man shows him how it's done, and he comes right behind him following suit, lacing a double of his own. Could be a big inning if this continues.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr., and he puts it on the ground to second, and that's out number 1. Now a man at third with 1 away, and standing in now the always dangerous third baseman Manny Machado. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. And this one is gone. A home run. A two-run home run for Manny Machado, number 22 on the year, as the Padres have stretched their lead now 4-0.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
New pitcher coming on now, the right-hander Yusmeiro Petit.
Number 36, Yusmeiro Petit. The batter, the first baseman.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. In previous matchups with Yusmeiro Petit, he's 1 for 3. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Petit has racked up over 800 innings in his big league career, and through those innings he's worked to a whip under 1.20. League average is around 1.3, so that's a respectable number. On its way, the 0-2 pitch, and he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning. Next to hit, Will Myers. His line includes a single and a fly ball in 2 at-bats thus far. He's set, and the pitch.
Nope, ball 1. Count 1-0.
3 runs already home here. That evens it up 1-1. And the pitch. Swing and a liner. A leap here, but it ticks off his glove. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. 5 innings complete. It's now 4-0 San Diego.
Leading off for the Athletics, the second baseman, Tony Kemp.
First pitch of the AB now. Tony Kemp is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Popped up. Machado is there. 1 out.
Now batting.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He went down on strikes last time up. Now here's the first offering. Ready with the 1-0. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat, trying to get ahead and put himself at a good hitter's count.
Now the 2-0.
That's ball 3.
Matt Olson will be next. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Now a cut fastball, and this is over but low. It's ball 4.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Matt Olson. It was a walk in his last trip. Comes set, now the pitch. And it's fouled away.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
And he fouls this one off.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Count 1 and 2. I got to count 2 and 2.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Man, I thought this at bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count, 2-2, and he's able to find a knockout there.
At the plate now, Ramon Laureano, as Darvish will jump ahead of him here with strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Grisham is there now, and he has it, 2 gone. Next, it'll be Chad Pinder, singled last time up. Here's the first pitch. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. Has a look, now the pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that is down for extra bases, as this will get 1 home and maybe 2.
Now batting.
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Into the box now, Stephen Piscotty. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. One and 0. Here it is. A ball and a strike.
That's a really nice thing about pitching with the base open. You can work out of the strike zone a little bit more and try to get a guy to chase your pitch, just like that one.
The set and the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Ready with the 2-1. Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1.
And remember here, there's an open base at first, so a walk is not the worst thing that could happen right here.
Popped him up. Coming in is Myers. And he makes the catch as just the one run comes across in the inning. But the A's get a run on this RBI double. Through 5.5, it's the Padres 4 and the A's 1. So stepping in is Austin Nova. He'll lead it off as we start the home sixth.
The catcher, Austin Nova.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-0 home. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. The 1-1 is laid off of down and in.
I got 2-1 to count.
It's a 2-2 count to the Padres catcher.
2-2 to count.
The 2-2.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
Full count. Here it comes. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the sixth.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Stepping in now, Trent Grisham, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now the 1-0 is a swinging strike, a little late on the fastball that time. Fouled away. Ball 2.
I think he's shown you right there he was trying to put you away with the off-speed pitch. Have to be leery of that right there and take pull side away. That'll keep you on all stuff, fastballs and the off-speed.
The 2-2. Fly ball right down the line in left. And that's in there, base hit. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
He obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
At the plate, Yu Darvish.
He swings and sends it in the air to right center field.
And that'll get down for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third, make it 5-1.
The batter, the left fielder, Tommy Pham.
Into the box, Tommy Pham.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 0-1. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Up in the zone for him, and he takes a called strike 2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You could either get a strikeout or a potential double play ball. Here
comes the 1-2. Fouled off. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. And it's fouled away. Curveball just about rung him up, but it's to 2-2. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
You can certainly tell at-bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
So next to bat will be Jake Cronenworth. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Now here's the first offering as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And he fouls this one off. Grisham at third. Darvish at second. Pham at first with no outs. Lifted down the line in left. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. This is pulled into right. And that's in there. Base hit. And that'll plate run number 6. It's now a 6-1 ball game.
Now batting, shortstop,
Ready now is Fernando Tatis Jr. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
First pitch of the AB now.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Gotta believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Hit on the ground to third. They get the force at the plate. Relay to Olsen, and they turn the double play.
Third baseman, number 13.
New pitcher set to take over now. It's the right-hander Sergio Romo that gets the call. Manny Machado will be his first assignment as he steps in with 2 men in scoring position now, but also 2 away. From the belt, kicks and deals. Slider laid off for a ball.
Hey, this dude's clearly capable of clearing the bases with 1 swing, so I think the approach to this guy is trying to keep the ball off the plate, see if they can get him to chase something.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
Machado awaits the 2-0. Hot shot on the ground is short. Andrus has it. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. Another good half inning in the books for the Padres. These folks may be on a beach before long. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Taylor Williams will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Taylor.
Now at the plate, Sean Murphy. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Leading off for Oakland, the catcher, John Murphy.
First offering on its way. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike one. And he takes this one high, 1-1. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Swung on and missed, 3-2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Takes this the other way to right, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Up next for Oakland, the pitcher, Sergio.
Austin Allen will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Oakland, number 30, Austin Allen.
Now the first pitch. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Nobody out, runner on first. And 2-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs too. That's excellent pitching.
Here's Elvis Andrus now. Grounded back up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. But he'll recover to get the force at second. A fantastic play. But they won't get two as he beats the relay to first. So two are gone now in the Oakland half of the seventh. And striding toward the plate to hit next, Tony Kemp. Here's the first pitch to him as he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike one.
Sometimes you can get away with a pitch in that location when you're running it up there that hard, but not consistently. You still have to work the edges of the zone most of the time.
Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Well, he's really been good all game long until that one. He was definitely not trying to hit a guy when he's got two strikes on him. It just appeared that it got away from him.
Next up is Matt Chapman. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring one run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
First pitch on the way. Now a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike. Looks like double-barreled action now in the San Diego bullpen as they get a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. The 0-1 pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside, 1-2 now.
With runners on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes, this is a big next pitch for both sides.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Andres on second. Kemp on at first with 2 down. Popped up. Tatis is under it, and that will end the inning. A's strand a couple. They trail 6-1. Back for the bottom of the 7th as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
Thank you, Heidi. Lou Trevino gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th.
Number 62, Lou Trevino.
Last half of the 7th here, and standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
The first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Now here's the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Outside, 3-0 now. Here it comes. And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
So next to hit is Will Myers. Lifetime versus this arm. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. From the belt, kicks and deals.
1-0.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Pinder settles under it, and there's 1 gone. Now to bat, Austin Nola. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. First pitch coming, here it is. Fastball well outside.
Count 1-0.
Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Runners on the move for second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. It's high, but a fine play to come down with it at second, and he's out trying to steal a base. The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3. Fouled away. Payoff pitch one more time. He's at the knees and called strike 3. Padres go down quietly. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Tim Hill will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Victor Caratini will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Ready to begin the 8th, and next will be the imposing power bat, Matt Olson. First delivery to him. Hill has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Comes set with the 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Padres are going to get something going out in the bullpen now as a left-hander has stood up to throw. The 1-1.
That's ball 2.
Hit down the third baseline. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
In now, Ramon Laureano as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Skied into straightaway right. Myers is under it. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. And now here is Chet Pinder. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, and it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
First offering on its way.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
The 1-0. Misses for the second ball. Three and 0 now.
I got 3-0.
Here it comes. And that's low, ball 4.
Now batting, the right fielder, Steven.
Now into the box, Stephen Piscotty. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. First offering. And a sinker misses here. No, a called strike. I take that back. Pinder leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
0-2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command. 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. Here's another 1-2. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. The A's strand 1. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that brings up Trent Grisham.
The center fielder, Trent Grisham.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0 home misses. Ball 2.
No strike.
Fouled off. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Victor Caratini waits on deck. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering where the heck was that pitch. I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. From the stretch. First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1. The 1-0.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
2-0 count. Here it comes.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is one pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Now batting, left fielder, Tommy.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Tommy Pham. It was a walk in his last trip. Now the first pitch. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. First and second here with nobody out. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Talk about frustrating as a pitcher. You make a great pitch like that, and the guy just lays off of it. That barely missed the zone.
Bounce towards the second baseman. Andrus on to first. Not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call. Bob Melvin's going to make his way out for a conference at home plate, and it looks like we're going to have a double switch here. J.B. Wendelken will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Seth Brown is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Next to hit is Jake Cronenworth. His prior history versus this arm, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. First pitch of the AB now.
Ball 1.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Here it comes, 1-0. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. And it's fouled away. From the stretch.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And he fouls this one off. The next 3-2. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Digging in next, Fernando Tatis Jr. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
From the stretch. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Ground ball sent back up the middle to second for 1. On to first, not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
And in steps Manny Machado, and their runners at the corners now. First things first, here's a throw over. Don't want to forget about it. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike one. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. A ball and a strike now to Machado. Throw over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. Popped him up. Olsen over to his left. And he makes the catch to retire the side. Friars forced to settle for just the one. 9th inning coming up. Padres lead it 7-1. Digging in will be Sean Murphy. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
Sean Murphy.
First pitch on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's getting loose out there. A little quick on that swing and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone cold take.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Now batting, right fielder, Seth Brown.
At the plate now is Seth Brown, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High in the air into shallow left center. Machado calls for it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Up next,
A's down to their final out now, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Elvis Andrus. Here it comes now to Andrus. A ball and no strikes. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Now, when you've got a 6-run lead out there, there's no reason not to go right at guys. You have to keep attacking the zone.
The 2-0 on the way. 2 out, nobody on. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. And now this crowd, right around 34,000 fans, comes to their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down. anytime soon.
7-1 the final today. The Friars took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Yu Darvish earns his sixth winning decision in this one. Frankie Montas couldn't escape the fourth inning as he slapped with the loss. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ballgame for the victorious San Diego Padres: 7 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Athletics, 1 run on 6 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ballgame, 3 hours and 6 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.